as we do. They see all the qualities moving. They say, therefore, the qualities can't be real. There must be something behind it that is real, and that's the unlimited. Has no form. But it has something very important, and this is what he calls the divine. Behind it all, there is an intelligibility forming in a variety of species, and man is one of the emergent species, taking on different qualities, because the whole thing is nothing other than the divine emerging. Therefore, you can see the whole rise and fall of species, of states, of cities, of man. It's nothing other than coming out of this one reservoir of qualities. And given the right time, everything emerges. For time is what orders whatever emerges. Therefore, time is really elemental. Therefore, everything is ordered. It's ordered by time. It's ordered by successive changes that take place. And all the things that change, that allow the divine to emerge from it, that is the unlimited. That's the divine. He called that unlimited, right, the apeiron. A-P-E-I-R-O-N. Apeiron. It's the great reservoir through which the unlimited, the formless, which is the divine, takes on all of these qualities and experiences all of these things in the variety of ways in which it does. He saw nature as ordered. He started doing some great work in the natural world, the first to create maps, as we were talking about, and sundials, and began exploring principles of astronomy. So, the third thinker in this group. Now, the primary vision that we get from both Thales and Anaximander is this great diagram that I've drawn here. And Anaximenes takes this image a step further. What is it? That there is some primary substance out of which things emerge and return. Right? It's this basic model. And what's moving? Formless yet divine. Therefore, they see this as a divine process. I'll find, right? A divine process where the divine itself has no qualities or is formless, and it gains its qualities as it emerges, only to return later. Well, that's a very interesting view. Now, let's go to Anaximenes. He introduced a very important notion that we were alluding to in the beginning, serial order. The originating principle behind everything is a serial order. That means we have the introduction of a hierarchy. Now, we only have a few quotes of his. We'll quote that from Aristotle, then I'll go to the other sources, as I did before, in order to make the point. All right. Now, I suggest that you can become an expert on Anaximenes in just one evening. Here we go. Because there's only one sentence that has survived of Anaximenes. And if you know one sentence, you know everything that he wrote. As our souls, being air, hold us together, so breath and air embrace the entire universe. That's what Aristotle claimed. The basic idea of Anaximenes. One sentence. So he's moving from water to air, but it's going to take on an interesting dynamic. Now, I would like to use Another diagram for an examinees. And you'll see he's doing the same thing, adding to it. The soul. Remember what we called soul? It's still the same idea. It's the Greek idea. If there are these three qualities, planning, commanding, taking care, if it has that reflective quality about it, because if you take care or you seek to benefit yourself, then it's reflective, it's recursive. You're talking about yourself, you're concerned with yourself, and so you plan. On the basis of that plan, since you think you're going to benefit, you then command yourself to do it. Now these are different. If they're different, then there's something must be there that holds them all together so they can function together as a unity. This, the chair, everything that can be said to be in existence must have a unity of its parts. There must be something that holds it together, whatever you want to call that stuff. There must be a unity of the parts, or there's disintegration and decay. So long as the thing is in existence, there must be a unity. There must be some inherent property that keeps things together. That's the first thing that Anaximenes pointed to. He said, you know what? He said there's an inherent principle in all things, from the smallest to the greatest. And that fundamental thing is a unity, a unitary force that keeps things together. It's an inherent principle of everything. Now, what is it? Well, he said what it is, you see, what it is, and he uses a word which is very important. He says the essence of everything, the essence. The fundamental essence of this quality, that recursive property, that unitary power that keeps everything together, whatever it is one. So he finds the one in everything, and therefore this is the great one-many problem. And he's saying, I think I grasp the nature of what underlies all things, the many things that are. Tables, chairs, golf clubs, politicians, cold bottles of beer and whatnot. There has to be some unity that keeps it together, and therefore there's a basic essence in everything in the entire universe, and that essence is one. Permeates everything. That one is, and he picked up the term from previously, it's unlimited. It's unlimited. It's unlimited, and therefore it can express itself in innumerable ways. It's invisible. Naturally, it's invisible. There's a unitary power. You can't see it, but that's the thing that allows everything to be what it is. Now, try this now. Let's see if we can turn this around for a moment. I want to take a page for a moment. I was thinking about this the other day. There's a very fine book on cellular pathology by the name, the author's name is Virchow. And Virchow, in studying the cell, raised this very interesting question. He said, any cell at all that you're talking about has a wall to contain it. And there's a nucleus that seems to direct its activity.